Well, folks, here we are. The first ever official shot of Grand Theft Auto 6. Courtesy of the trailer that Rockstar released a little early because it somehow got freaking leaked before the big premiere that was supposed to be tomorrow, but yeah, GTA 6. It's finally been revealed, and not through a leak this time. And I don't know what to say now that we finally got our first official look at it. It's kind of crazy to think that this is the game we've been thinking of and talking about for this long without really knowing what it was going to look like or be about. Okay, you know what? I'll start with this. I don't know what's going to count as a potential copyright infringement regarding the footage used from a trailer. I've had videos flagged for copyright issues in the past just from using a few seconds of footage from a trailer. So for now, this'll just be God, I almost said GTA 5. That's how used I am to saying that. So for now, this'll be GTA 6 The Slideshow. You can still watch the trailer, but I just want to use this to point out a few details and give out my overall thoughts. Now, as you may have learned from the leaks, the main characters in this game are named Jason and Lucia, and it feels like this trailer focused a little bit more on her. She appears to be an ex-con. She's even wearing an ankle monitor in the official artwork. I wonder if this is going to be their new way of keeping the player locked out of different areas at the start. So if you try to leave Vice City, then you're just going to get an instant wanted level. In fact, it looks like the game starts right as soon as she's getting out of prison. And let me just say, holy crap, the lighting in this scene is fantastic. And look at the character models so far. Lucia and Stephanie both have hair that actually looks real. Yeah, that's right. In-game hair is now impressive. I remember years ago, developers from Volition mentioned that hair was something that was always hard to get right for studios back then. Well, Rockstar finally got it right. And take a look at the next scene. I mean, visually, this game is already looking a lot better than Red Dead 2. This actually feels like a true next-gen experience. Besides having the first 69 joke in the game, this would be our first look at the in-game version of Miami Beach, which is probably going to be called Vice Beach, or maybe Washington Beach, I don't know. But it looks like it's right at the end of Ocean Drive. Right there's 1500 Ocean Drive in real life, and Lowe's Miami Beach. The placement of these buildings is similar to what's there in real life, just a little bit more compact with a few buildings missing here and there. And another impressive detail is the fact that some of these scenes look really crowded. Keep in mind, this is in-game footage. Rockstar's never used CGI before for their trailers. This game looks like it's got a ton more NPC activity than in previous titles. Understandably so, too, and modern hardware should be able to handle this, much like it should be able to handle a city the size of Vice City. To me, it looks a lot bigger than Los Santos. And I guess I'm also impressed with how realistic everything looks. I mean, Rockstar were obviously aiming for more realism ever since GTA 4, and even though 5 took a more over-the-top direction, when it came to the actual visuals of the game, they still tried to go for something that resembled real life a little more. But GTA 6 honestly looks like they might have finally reached a point where everything just feels a little bit more real. Maybe it's the character animations, maybe it's the designs, since everyone in this game looks really detailed. And maybe part of it is the way that so much stuff in this trailer is portrayed, through the lens of a cell phone camera, security camera, news chopper, or police body cam. It feels like random stuff you might catch on Instagram, which makes me wonder if they're going to heavily expand on in-game media content to include online videos of crazy stuff happening, or if this is just a creative way of showing off all the different things that might happen in the in-game world. Either way, it looks seriously cool, and having it portrayed as one of those caught-on-tape compilations just makes it look that much cooler. By the way, I know it's super early to be trying to guess what the story is going to be like, but so far I get the impression that this is going to be a love story between the two robbers, a modern-day Bonnie and Clyde. And on top of that, it looks fairly grounded, I guess? I mean, we see them robbing liquor stores. They aren't knocking off high-end jewelry shops or huge banks or government facilities. Not yet, anyway. But maybe Rockstar are gonna try to go for something that's just a little bit more grounded than GTA 5. And I could be totally wrong about that too. For all I know, we're gonna get a mission where Jason and Lucia have to steal a rocket from Cape Canaveral. But we shall see. Oh, great choice of song, by the way. Everyone thought it was going to be That's All by Genesis, but I think Love Is a Long Road by Tom Petty was a fantastic choice. After all, Tom Petty was from Florida, and this new rendition of Vice City is looking to be unlike anything they've done with Vice City previously. The last two times we saw it, it was set in the 1980s, and it was heavily influenced by Scarface and Miami Vice. But those were the old days. After all, it was 4 decades ago that all that stuff was happening. What we're getting now is the new Florida. In fact, this might as well just be Florida the game, although it's not called Florida anymore. In the game, the state is now called Leonida. Whether or not we'll get any other cities besides Vice City remains to be seen. But we know Port Gellhorn is a fairly large town, and Hamlet is supposed to be their version of Homestead, so that's probably going to be decently sized as well. One final thing I'll point out is the logo. I love the minimalism of it, but something that people probably won't love is that this game is coming out in 2025, and we're still in 2023, so yeah, we got a long-ass wait ahead of us. But what are your thoughts about Grand Theft Auto 6? Do you like how it looks? Do you think it's going to be as great as I'm hoping it is? Let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching.